Here we are. Sort this out. There we go. Right, few things to write down first. Didn't bother with a roast today. Just had a bolognese. So eating crunchy nut, and I thought I saw a nut that had fallen out the chocolate. This is another one of those moments that gives you an idea of how shit my eyes are. So I've snapped the bar of whole nut, took a bit of chocolate, and I've looked back down, and I've gone, what I thought was, oh, a peanut. That's fell out the chocolate. Rammed it in my mouth, started crunching. Do you know what the fuck it was? A bloody paracetamol. Or an ibuprofen. One of the two. Either way, it tasted like hairspray. That was nasty. Anyway, yeah. Not really much to say, really. But I'll just keep waffling and see where it takes us. Who's here anyway? Yeah, I'm doing okay. Doing okay. She's my pen from card. Awesome. Just opened up a joint account with Cal. And I just got our just received our pins today. Oh, Dave, are you lurking? I hope you are. Got something to tell you. We should be moving into the house tomorrow. Cross fingers. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Yes. No way, Neil's here. Yeah. How about that, Neil? Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for the. I remember in 2018 that was one of the bestest years I can remember. 2018, despite despite the end of that year was pretty shitty for me. And I guess you could say I certainly learned a lot about. I learned a lot about women, I suppose. I learned a lot about how messed up this world is, how they can confined us into groups and all this separation that's been going on for God knows how long in many different ways, religion, um, and all that, and all that. There's loads of different ways that they divide us. And I learned a lot at the end of that year. But yeah, it was certainly a very hot year. Starting from the spring, um, I can remember that year. March was nice and warm. April was even warmer. We had people all over here, fucking going over the road buying the do-it-yourself barbecues in the trays, lighting them up and having parties outside. This is at the end of April into early May. This is, and I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? You don't usually see this until like about June, maybe. Um, oh, be quiet. Put a sock in it, Roland. Okay, it's late. Always when he hears my voice, he's just like, "Oh, I want to get involved. I want to get involved." So yeah, be able to start doing things. Be able to start doing things. I start doing fishing. Be able to go out and all that. So I moved into the house now. There's a lovely couple of fucking parks, just right, literally a couple of minutes that way from my new house. I think there's a river. I saw a river, or maybe it's a spring. I don't know. So I'm going to investigate that. Might be able to do a bit of fishing there, or just maybe a bit of herping or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, it's not like the rocks over by the airfield where I used to do a lot of my exploring in the rivers and whatever. And I've got many, many, many memories around here, and every now and again when I pop into this area, it's going to be like my old territory, reminiscing on things like this one time. Oh God, how old was I? Wow, I had that ski jacket on when I was a lad. There was a craze for like these ski jackets. I don't know if you remember them, Neil. Um, the typical like sort of American style jacket with the hood, and then you had typically on the back of the jacket you had like some mountains like the Alps or something, and some skier on the back. And them ski jackets were all the rage at one point when I was younger, and of course my mum got me one. So and I mean when they get wet, they weigh a fucking ton, it seems. All right. So oh, TV's closed. Yeah, I remember this one time. I must have been about how old was I when I had that ski jacket? David Thomas was with me, so David Thomas was here. Let me just turn my heating off because I'm sweltering. Kelly turned the heating on earlier and I'm fucking dying, man. Hold on. I've been warm today. I have. I've been warm. Raw Kelly's going, I'm cold, I'm freezing. Give me a blanket. I'm cold. Oh well. Uh, she's in bed now, though. Still awake, but she's in bed. Who's here anyway? Oh, we've got a few more people here. Oh, we got Nick. Good to see you, Nick. 42. How you doing? I'm just about to tell you another one of my stories here. So where was I anyway? I don't know. Ski jacket. So I must have been about. So David Thomas was with me. So that puts me around about 12. I think I was about 12, 13. So anyway, there's a park down that way that I used to go to a lot. Down by where, not too far away from where my dad lives, at the Radleys. And they used to have like a little playing area. I don't know if you've seen them before. They had like one of these. It was like a the wooden telephone poles, tall wooden telephone poles. It was like a big massive wooden pole, like a telephone pole, went right up, probably about the same height as a telephone pole, if not a little bit higher. And then it had like this shipping rope, kind of like a spider web all the way around it, that sort of tapered all the way up to the top, like a big spider web TP sort of thing that went to the top like that, and kids would climb it and that. And you had the seesaws and the swings and all that around there. I loved going over there and climbing up that rope thing and all that. Yeah, well, one day, me and my mate David Thomas was having a little mess around and having a look at the. There was like a brook that came through the park, and then it went out into a bit of a lake. But because of all the people around the area dumping crap into the lake and all that, it dammed it all up and it went all boggy. And it was only the very centre of the lake that was actually like water, really. The rest of it was all like this sludge, this horrible sludge that smelt like a drain. It was foul, it was boggy. It smelt like rotting leaves mixed with a bit of like sulphury. It was nasty anyway. And I know that because I was curious the one day and I actually went down there, put my old wellies on, and tried to wade through the reeds. And as soon as I put my feet through the fucking mud, they just sunk through this fucking grey, blacky, horrible, fucking gooey nastiness. And it was getting deeper and deeper and deeper until it started filling into my boots. And I was like, oh God, I don't think this is a good idea because I might get stuck. If you know, so, but I pressed on like an idiot. I pressed on because I could see there's only a few more reeds and I could see some water. And so I got to the edge. I finally got to the edge and it was water. I got water and crap filling up my wellies at this point now. My feet was like, oh, got cold. And then after a few minutes, my feet started warming the water in my wellies and I sort of adjusted to it. And I'm just looking around and all I could see was like there was a reed warbler and it had a nest and it was flitting around really fast, flying off and coming back. And I'm just looking at the stillness of this water. And I'm like, this is mad. This is, if these people hadn't a fucking, there was shopping trolleys, rubbish bags, everything. They were just dumping it in there, using it as a dump. But if these people around here weren't fucking so careless and all that, probably this lake could probably have more, most likely have more wildlife in it. I was surprised to see tadpoles swimming around in the middle in the water. I was like, you know. But yeah, I was that I did on my own, and I got my mate David Thomas, and I said we need to go and investigate this lake. So we went down there, we're messing about, and there's as I say, there's this brook that runs through before it gets to like a lake bit, and then on the other end of the lake, it goes back out into like a brook thing, like a really narrow, like spring like brook thing, and it just runs off. It goes under a business, and then off out the other side. So me and my mate are walking along, and we're standing at the edge of this this lake thing, this little bit of a lake thing. There was a bit that came out where it was really shallow and the water was quite clear, and there was like duckweed and sort of things in there. It was only about a foot deep, at its deepest in different points. What's that? Oh, Facebook. I was trying to get some sticklebacks and a few tadpoles out of there, just messing about. We had an ice cream tub with us and just messing about. Now, further back, where this like brook, it's called Hatchford Brook. Further back, is it further back? No, yeah, it is. Further back before it goes into the lake bit, there is a bridge, a footpath that goes over this bridge. It's just basically a fucking like a small sewer pipe sort of thing. A kid could walk through it, like like a teenager or whatever. But someone a bit bigger would probably be like quite wedged in there. Right. So, how do I describe this? Right. So hold on. Are you still here? 47. Yeah, I mean 42. I'm saying I'm looking at the 7. Oh god. Anyway, right, let's do this. So sort of like that sort of thing. I am so fucking shit at drawing. Right, so anyway, right. I don't know if you can see this, right? Let me try and see if I get it. So like there was that's sort of like the tunnel that you could go through. This is like obviously the top of the bridge where people walk, right? And then there was like right in front of the tube on the other side, because on that side where we came through, right, it's just like literally goes straight into the tube, the water does. But on this side, right, there's like a ledge. There's like a ledge that goes out to about 2, maybe 3 feet before the water drops down. And then along this wall here, hang on, let me try and see if I can get along this wall here, and then you walk onto the platform I was on about, the concrete thing. All that was like cement, like a thin, like cement thing, like brick size cement. So we had to put our feet like that as we're walking. Well, anyway, I'm getting to it. Yeah, right. At first, we was on the bridge and we was walking back. Right, we was just messing about in the park, and then some bullies came. We're looking down at the bridge and we're just watching. We're watching the water come out the tube, and we're watching it go down the other side. Now, because it ran off a ledge and then down, I suppose over time it had wore the bottom of the brook out to, like, it must have been at least 6 foot, 6 to 8 foot deep, right? And you could see leeches swimming along in it, like these reddy orange sided leeches going across like that. I'd say they were about 3 to 4 inches long, these leeches. You could see them. There's 2 or 3 of them just swimming around. And I was just watching them and I was saying to my mate, I was like, how deep do you reckon that is? But anyway, these bullies came along, right? These bullies came along. Um, and they started picking on my mate David. There was like 3 of them, and I think if I remember rightly, there was a girl with them as well, and I think they were showing off in front of the girl. So anyway, me and Dave was talking about walking in the tube, and Dave had actually gone in the tube at one point before these bullies came. And I was like, I don't know how you're brave enough to do that. You know, considering the other side is how deep it is. But as soon as these bullies came and started picking on Dave, we both flapped it and we went along that edge, and we tried to hide in the tube from these bullies. And we tried to come through the other side, and my mate was like, "Oh no, 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 they're through the other side." So we went back through the fucking thing, and then we tried to go along the cement thing with our feet like that, like trying going against the brickwork, trying not to fall in, right? And then my mate went, "Oh no, they're coming the other way." So we went the other way, and then, "Oh no, they're coming the other way." Turn the other way. I went to fucking quickly go across and get up the green embankment, and my mate turned round. My mate's in front of me now, and then he's gone, "Oh no!" And we saw them coming round, and they was going to come down the bank and chase after us along the bridge. My mate now has just gone, "Oh no, they're coming the other way." He's turned round. I've turned round. My mate's booted me now. David's booted me up the bum, and I've gone. Whoa! I've landed right. I anticipated going straight into water because my mind wasn't sure at the time whether I was seeing a concrete ledge because it was all algaed over, it was all browny green. So I didn't know whether I was actually looking at water there or there was actually a ledge because it sort of sloped down into the water and the water sort of blended in with its colour. So I sort of guessed there was a ledge there, but I didn't know how far in it went. So I'm expecting to go through water, but no, my feet touch this wet, slippy fucking ledge, and I'm slipping all over the place till I got to the edge of the fucking thing. Right? I've got this fucking ski jacket on. Instinctively, I don't know why, but instinctively, I went straight into breaststroke, and I'm doing that, and my legs are doing the frog, and I'm doing that, and I'm going back to the fucking bridge. My mate and the bullies are laughing their fucking heads off because I fell in this water. Yeah, and I remember I've climbed up onto the bank. I've managed to grab some tufts of grass and climb up onto the embankment, and I'm just standing there. My coach is just going. I'm like that. This water pouring out my arms and everything, man, and I'm just like. I'm still like, did that just fucking happen? No, my feet didn't touch the bottom, by the way. My feet did not touch the bottom when I went in that water, so God knows. Right. And I just remember, when I'm swimming, I just remember thinking about the leeches when I'm in that water. I'm like, oh, good. Got out anyway. They're laughing, right? After that was all over, obviously, me and my mate, we're on the land now. We're on dry land. And they started picking on my mate again. And the bully turned round and he said to me, after all the laughter and everything, he says, "I wasn't after you, mate. I was after him." That made me fucking more pissed off then. I did not need to get fucking wet in the end because in the end, he wasn't even after me. He pissed me off. But he done something to my mate. He got him in a headlock or something and hit him or something. And my mate walked away crying and I walked away with him. And strange thing happened. He's walking away, and like after a fight, you start building up. It's too late. The fight's already happened. The bully's done what he's done to you, and now you're coming away from it. You're starting to realise what's happened, and now your fear is now turning into anger, and you want to get them back and all that. Well, I watched my mate transition into that, and he's like he's praying now. He's saying, "Please God, help me," sort of thing. I remember him saying it. And he stopped. We're going across the grass, and he stopped and he looked and he started staring at the grass. And I went, "What?" And he went, "God's answered my prayers." And I went, "What do you mean?" And them knives, the camper knives or whatever they are, with all the different fucking things on them, the fucking tin opener, the little blade, the nail clippers, little scissors, whatever else on there. He found one of them on the bloody grass right in fucking front of him. And I went, you're seriously not thinking of going back there to that lad and fucking doing him in, like, you know, stabbing him or whatever. He never did. He never did. But it was quite strange how, like, he randomly found that knife right in front of our path, like, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna miss all that. I'm gonna miss all my area here where I used to get up to all sorts of fucking things. It's a new chapter for me. It's a new chapter, and it's exciting as well as kind of scary, because the first time I've had a mortgage in it. I'll say everything's under control, but is it? You know what I mean? It's gonna be I'm gonna be out of the duck race for a while until I can get my outgoings straight. We've got a Bengal cat problem still. We've got to get rid of that baggage quick. Because otherwise that's going to cause more problems for us. That aside, though, I really can't wait to move in there. We're crossing fingers. Kelly had a phone call, was it, or a message? And she told me earlier, she said, should we cross our fingers and hope for a completion tomorrow? It's looking. I had a word with Kelly about the key as well on the way out, and she said, should we go past the house to see if her car's there? Because she might have gone back there, which I found strange because I thought she said she'd left. So when we got there, sure enough, her car weren't there. And I said to her, where's this key supposed to actually be then? You know, because I don't understand it. Like, she went, well, she told me she's hid it somewhere. Don't know where, but she said she's hid it. And when we complete, then she'll tell me where it is and we can just move in there. So cross fingers, guys. It should be sometime this, if not tomorrow, it should be sometime this week. Finally. I can't wait. I don't remember looking in the loft. I don't know how much space we've got in the loft. I need to find out where we can store things as quick as possible. I've got to decide what I want to leave behind and ditch. And what needs to be taken. We've got a folder where we write down little tiny. We put money in this folder in different sections, and like we do little funds like going on trips fund. Put some money in there, you know. Obviously your bills, which will get taken out of the bank eventually as a lump thing to pay for the bills. But then you've got like little things in the folder like going on trips. If I want to buy records on that, I've got to do a little thing for that and put money into that. And so long as I'm putting the right amount of money in there, of course, and I'm not overspending, and that, everything will be fucking sweet. So it could take some time to put a bit of money to get where I want in things, but that's the way it's got to be, I guess. I'm not used to this. I'm used to just I'm usually used to just farting my money left, right, and fucking centre. But you know, this is the next step in it. So I've got to get used to this now. Things are about to fucking change, and I anticipate things are about to slap me in the face. I probably ain't aware at the moment just how hard some of them things are going to slap me in the face, but I'm expecting it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. Got a lot of work to do in the garden. I can't wait to get stuck in on the garden. The weather that's just come along right now is it's looking really good. So hopefully, I mean, have you seen the skies, man? I don't know about you guys, but over here we've had blue skies for the last 2, 3 days, and it's been absolutely awesome. I got Kelly to stand out the window when we got back to wait for the parakeets to fly by because they come from the west and they go east to roost. And I've found out now that they roost in a park not too far away from here in Shard End. And that explains why they're doing the path that they're doing. And I said, if you wait around about 6 o'clock, you'll see them fly past. Sure enough, it was 6:05. I think it's because we've, the time pushing forward and the sun taking a lot longer to go down. Their time changes. I think it's every 3 days. They're adding 10 minutes onto their time where they rock up in this area to pass over to go to where they roost. So I think they come past about 5:05. So I reckon by about Wednesday they'll be coming past at about 10:10, maybe around about 1/4, something like that. But she got to see them. She got to see them for the first time, and she was like, "Wow." There wasn't as many as I'm used to seeing. Um, they certainly have been growing in numbers for definite. For definite. We watched a few things on YouTube about it actually, and they was a few years old, and they were saying there's like about 20 to 40 of them. Well, I've been seeing about 60 to 70 of them. So that makes sense. That does. They're definitely doing well. Like I said before, years ago when I was younger, you'd see sometime in the summertime, maybe a budgie or someone's parrot or cockatiel. Budgies and cockatiels were a common thing that would every now and again, once in a while, get loose and you'd hear it screeching in the sky, flying past. And I'd say to my dad, like, oh my God, someone's lost their parakeet or their cockatiel or whatever. And then my dad would start banging on about, they've got flocks of them down in London, in the parks down in London. I said, oh yeah, and he's like, yeah, in London, there's a big park apparently where there's like flocks of them thriving. And I was like, maybe my dad could take me down there one of the days just to see these flocks because I'd be really interested in it. Well, I'm an adult, you know, fully grown adult now, and I'm seeing them in Birmingham. I don't have to go nowhere. You know what I mean? It's like these things are going to be a common sight. I reckon in about another 20, 30 years, they're going to be everywhere. They've been spotted in Manchester, Leeds, over here. They've been spotted in Wales. They're spreading out, man. They're spreading out. When there was only a few of them, apparently, when there was only a few of them spotted in the Midlands, it was said that they was considering culling them, but then they changed their mind because there was so many of them. Apparently, they was just like, no, you know. So it's I mean, it's one of them, and it's like in time because they're not a native bird. Are they going to become a problem? Probably to a certain degree in time, they will be. But at the moment, it's a real nice sight to see. It really is. I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated. I do want to go down there when I want to see them nesting. I want to see them rearing their chicks up, and I'm fascinated by it. Someone even posted a video on YouTube. We saw it earlier of because I was saying to Kelly, are they surviving our winters? Someone posted a video of parakeets in the trees over here while the snow's coming down. You know what, Bob? Do you want to tell them about? Oh, Kelly thought, by the way, she ran a rabbit over earlier. The bag.
No, the person in front ran it over first, and then I drove over it. It looked like a rabbit. You thought it looked like a rabbit as well.
I did, to be fair, at first.
It was a McDonald's bag.
So I'm there. She's pulled over on this country road, and I've run back to it. Seeing it was a bag, laughed about it to myself, and then was like, "Oh yeah." And I'm filming it now, going, "Oh, the poor thing, the poor thing. Oh, bless you. Kelly run you over." Kelly shouting back at me, "Is it a rabbit? Is it a fox? Just drag it to the side." Car was coming, so I ran back to the car, got in. And she went, "Is it dead?" And I went, oh yeah, it's dead, Yeah. Played her the video, she couldn't see it. So I showed her.
Light was on it.
I showed her, and she's like laughing right up. Oh God, it's back.
It really looked like a rabbit. It literally looked like it was rolled over and its legs were in the air. But the people in the car that pulled up behind us were like, Best thing was all the sheep came over to the hedge and they were doing, "It's a bag." I said, "They're going, it's a bag, it's a bag." They all came running across the field. I could see them through the hedge.
Funny. Oh, good.
Thank you.
I can't. Oh, yeah.
I'll just. Whose comment was hidden?
Are we? So, what do you reckon tomorrow? Do you reckon
it won't be tomorrow?
It won't be tomorrow.
No, because Dan's still on holiday tomorrow as solicitor. I'm fed up of getting myself excited now. And
sometime this week. So can you imagine if you had kept it a secret? You wouldn't. I would have just been like, "Hey, yeah."
What do you mean?
No enthusiasm. It's been so long.
I was so excited last week, or the week before, and then last week just annoyed me. And
broke a piece of that off at the start of the stream. I looked down. I thought, "Oh, peanuts fell out the chocolate." Put it in my mouth while I'm still chewing the chocolate, and then stopped straight away. It was a fucking tablet.
Tablet of what?
Paracetamol or an ibuprofen.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Why was it just on the table?
I don't even know. Randomly just on the table.
Why is this random chocolate in?
That's mangled up with paracetamol. I'm going to chuck away in a bit. That's what I'm saying anyway. Oh, Wally's here. How you doing, Wally? Good to see you here. Blackjack's here. Welcome.
Guys, Pete's wondering why he's not losing weight.
Yeah, exactly right.
This is only half of them.
I like getting the toys. It's weird. I'm trying to build the toys for behind me, you know.
I like them. Come on.
I'm trying to get the toys on the go. I like Kinder Chocolate and, you know, just thought. Oh, the squirrel. Is the squirrel there?
Yeah.
Cool.
I like this little bird as well.
Do you like my skunk? Don't ask me where the other half is. I don't know. Oh, no, it's a full skunk, actually. Don't worry about it. It's a full skunk. No, it ain't. It's not a full skunk. Where's the other half of it?
What?
And that's another half of something else. You've got some building to do, Bob. So I'm going to guess this is the other half of this. We're building Kinder Surprise toys now.
What's the rest of it?
I don't know. It's loads of different things. Like,
Is that not mix them up?
just think of it like a jigsaw. Oh, I need that knife for tomorrow.
Oh, it's something.
Is that?
Mm-hmm. Looks a bit like capybara.
I was going to say capybara.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
I'm not sure what this mouse is supposed to be doing. Is it lying down? Is it? What is it doing?
holding on to something.
I still ain't give your mum these butterflies yet. I need to go down there and surprise her.
Is it a capybara? Capybara, 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 capybara. Is it a capybara?
Possibly. Oh, no, it's a taper, isn't it?
Oh,
It's a taper.
a taper.
Yeah, I've got to do some taping. Oh, if by the way, 42, if you're still there, did you? I take it you got my email. I need to check my emails actually, see if you sent me some.
The rest of the stamp.
Oh, you found it?
20.
It's a skunk hole now. It's a full skunk.
It's a full skunk.
Yeah.
What are the other animals then? There's a whole load of animals.
Different animals, huh?
What's this? Hello?
I hope there's a parrot. That'd be nice. There's the squiddy. There's the skunky skunk. Review.
What? Oh,
Pepe Le Pew. I think 42 is still here, yeah. I think he is, you know. I live by a nesting area of rare egrets. You know, I've seen an egret. I've seen one
What's the
egret.
scary bird there?
I thought it was a baby albino heron because I was aware of egrets. I just didn't know that they were fucking white little heron things. So when I seen this, it used to sit at the same spot on this bank on the river every morning, and you had to get to the river for like about 5:30 in the morning, and it would just be sitting there. And every now and again, there'd be a heron sitting next to it a bit further down, but usually it was just on its own. And would not let me get close enough to have a good look at it. I could get about 50 meters away from it, and then it'd be like, "Nah, you ain't coming any closer." And it'd just take off, man.
I'm not quite sure what he does, but it sits on the chest.
Oh, you figured it. Oh, cool.
Just like that.
Rare egrets. Walked my dogs near and saw a scary bird. Bear boy. Long sharp beak. But it was going to harm the birds, so I led my dogs towards it. The whole flock went silent. It was another rare bird. Note to self, being nice to Waller. I will email you. Oh, sweet. Cheers, 42. By the way, on going over to the Telegram and giving you said email, I noticed that you gave me that stem, that sample for that tune. So I'm going to be working on that soon. I'm going dubstep with it. I'm going to do some dubstep with it, and we'll see what we can come up with. But I'm going to put all my power into making it good. It's on now for that. It's on for that. I'm not going to be able to fit all the dialogue in it, so it's going to be it's going to be chopped up. I'll just use what I need, but it won't be all of what you gave me. As much as I would love to full vocal it all the way, I haven't got the means to do so at the moment. So I'm just going to have to work with what I can. But I will be sure to add yourself and the other person in question. Name escapes me.
Hey, did we bring sweets?
I'll add them credits to it. Right.
Did we bring sweets?
I put them in front of the microwave for you to not forget them. Did you pick them up?
Yeah.
Probably still at yours then.
Yeah.
Is your dad likely to dip into them?
Probably not. Mother on the other hand.
Oh, fuck yeah. I left you one.
Mm.
No, it's a fucking go.
It's a fucking go. It's got to go. It's not. It's a fucking go.
So guinea pig or capybara?
That's a tough one. No,
Do you think they're too far gone as a species that it would be impossible to inseminate a female capybara? Look at me. Inseminate a female capybara with a male guinea pig's. Because you see, look how much they look alike because they're from the same sort of family.
That capybara that gets in with
But like
guinea pig.
physically, the only reason that could not happen is because of the height. You know, your man's not getting up there, is he? You know, he's got to triumph past the leg before he can even consider climbing in position and all that. It's just not going to work. But biologically, I wonder, is it so far removed?
Have you seen that video where the capybara climbs in with all the guinea pigs? Just sits there.
No, I've never seen that.
Running around.
Didn't squash them. Also, as well, what noise does a capybara make? Could I record a fucking guinea pig and then low key and get the sound of a capybara? I don't know. Oh god, I don't know. That's interesting. Surely they make some sort of fucking noise similar to a guinea
I'm going
pig,
to
right?
Google it now.
Okay. In other news, so 42 is going to email me. Fucking sweet. Ingrid and Heron are great fishing birds. Egrids. Egrid. I'm pretty sure she spelled it right. Egrid. Egrid. Has it got an E on the end? Egrid. I don't know, whatever. I was able to understand it anyway. Nature finds a way. Wow. Oh my god, I don't know why, but you know what just came into my brain then randomly? And I haven't even seen it yet. I haven't even seen it. And if Dave was here, he'd be like, "Oh, you don't want to see it, right?" That random mad film, The Human Centipede. I haven't seen that yet. I've heard about it, and I've seen like a commentary about it where it's got like little bits and drabs of the film while someone's talking about the film and the actors and the backgrounds and all that, and the director and the producer of the film and why it became so and all that shit, and what the actor, the guy that actually played the dude went through, like, you know, mentally doing the film and all that sort of fucking thing. And it was like, you know, I don't know if there's a third one. I think there was. I don't know if I'm dreaming this, imagining this, but I swear there was one about fucking dogs as well, about animals, dogs or something. I don't know. Or didn't he do that in one of the films? He tried to experiment with dogs next, animals next. I think that was might actually be part of it. But that just randomly just popped into my head when I read Nature Finds a Way, but I don't understand why. It just popped in my head. Just popped in my head. I gotta be honest with you, I don't know who this Cass is. I really am sorry. But nice to meet you anyway. Um one is much more intelligent than the other. Well, yeah, yeah, most likely. Make it part of your songs. I don't know what you mean. Make what? Oh, don't you worry. I've got a series of fucking dubstep tunes lined up. One of them's going to be because who was it now? Is it Dub Zero? I was listening to a lot of Dub Zero mixes on YouTube. I was listening to some of his mixes, and I came across a dubstep tune that he made. Now you know that Leslie Nelson clip that Dave's got. He ain't played it for a while. Where there's a woman up a ladder. I think she's in a loft or something, right? And Leslie Nelson's looking up, and it looks like he's looking up her skirt, and he goes, "Hey, nice beaver." And then she brings a stuffed beaver down, and she goes, "Thanks, I just had it stuffed." Well, this Dub Zero's made a dubstep fucking tune with that sample in there, and I'm like, "Oh, sick." Um, and so you know the fucking the little girl that goes, "That's a fucking goat." I'm going to do a dubstep tune with that sample in it. I'm going to do, obviously, the 42 thing. I'm going to work on that. When I went over there and I seen that fucking thing, I was like, "Oh, yo, he sent me a voice clip, pressed on it." I was like, "No fucking way. This is that fucking ballad thing or whatever it is that I wanted to do a remix of." I think it's that one anyway. Because like I needed what he's given me. I don't know how long it's been since it's been lying there, but when I found it, I was dead chuffed, and I went, right, that's going straight down on the fucking dubstep pile of tunes that I'm going to do. Squeeze that one in there. That's definitely got to happen. What else? Seen this clip of like this creepy dude. Oh, what? Yeah. What? 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 What did you bring that in like? It's on my side of the bed. Okay. It's not now though. Oh, thank you. Good night. Big pants. So where was I? Meh. Don't know. Yeah, there's another one. What was it? Oh yeah, this creepy guy. You've probably seen the short. He's not. He's kind of a bit creepy. This chubby dude with glasses turns up and goes, I don't know. I went to look at these up. Okay, so it's like a doorbell ringer thinking camera thing, and he turns up and he goes, "Hey," and he goes, "Stephen here," and the bird goes, "Yeah, are you looking for a Stephen?" Probably in my bag.
Which one?
My bag, my carrier, my backpack. I think. She goes, "You looking for a Stephen?" And he goes, "No, I am Stephen." And she goes, "Oh no, sorry, you got the wrong address." And he goes, "I knew this was a rip-off." And he's gone, "So you don't want to have sex tonight?"
Another one?
Oh no, that was it. He goes, I'm looking for so you're not Fifi?" And she goes, "No." And he goes, "So you don't want to have sex?" Anyway, I'm gonna do a tune. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna do a tune of that as well. Summer.
Which part?
It's obviously not in there, then, is it?
Where is it?
I must have took it out and probably put it over there, or over here, or up there.
I need like
Oh, hold on. No, it's not clear. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is.
find it.
Why are you telling me that this is absolutely gone? You can't do that. Oh my God, sorry, Bab. It's right in front of me. Oh my God. Sorry. There you go. Well, you know, of all places. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. John P's here. Egret, that's the one, Neil. Some catching up to do. John P. Good day, mate. No, I'm never going to watch it. I'm just fascinated. Cass, I'm just fascinated. Whoa, there's loads there to read. I'm a random American who's crashing. Yeah, cool. Whatever. So you're being nice, so whatever, you know. Yeah, thanks, Nick. For sure. So sad. Oh, what was it that I saw? What was it that I watched? Was that even on Dave's fucking stream? Or did I just watch that? Did I watch that on Dave's stream or somebody else's stream? I feel like I watched it on someone's stream. But a clip of Crocodile Dundee up a bloody tree, surrounded by water. There's this tree in a river. No, not a river, a lake. Muddy water. And this ranger or whatever he is, he's coming across on the boat. You've probably seen it, Nick. He's coming across on the boat and he's like, "Hey, Nick, what the bloody hell are you doing up there?" And he's like, "Oh, thinking about a new career." He's gone, "Where's your boat?" And he's gone, "It's under." "What's he doing with that?" He's like, "Crocodile." So how big a crocodile? Ah, crocodile comes up and he's gone that big. He's gone up the tree. And then they're trying to contemplate on getting away. They're going tapering down the branch now, and the branch starts cracking. And Nick's like, "Oh, don't move, and all that." And then it just said, oh, I think I just watched the clip. Remember it saying something about Crocodile Dundee 3, and I was like, whoa. Crocodile Dundee 3. I know there's 1 and I know there's 2, but I didn't know there was a 3. In fact, I need to check that out. I didn't know there was a 3. Fuck yeah. I need to check that out. I'd love to I'd love to go to Australia. I really would, but I wouldn't like to go Australia for the obvious reasons. Um but being with the right person, the right bush tucker sort of styly dude that could take me safely, and I knew somehow I could trust him 100% with my life. I would absolutely love to trek across Australia's outback and all that, and just yeah, that and live off the tucker and all that, and make camping fires for the night and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm into all that sort of stuff, man. But I used to watch that bush tucker, man, when I was younger. I used to love all that sort of thing. I used to tie like bags to trees and get the condensation off the ones off the leaves. Hey, what? No, they don't. No. Koalas live in the bush, though. They eat their poo. Yeah, they eat your poo. Baby koalas eat their mum's poo. It's called pap, apparently. It's called pap, special kind of poo that the baby koalas produce. They call it pap. So it's like this rich, nutritious poo that they produce. And the babies go, that was really nice, Mum. Thanks for your poo. You know. But someone said earlier, nature finds a way. It's so interesting and fascinating how things work out. How nature finds a way through problems to get by and all that. Oh shit. So did I not turn my amp off then? I must have not turned off my amp. Hold on. Amp off. Gonna lock off soon. Try and see if I can catch up on these messages. So sad Angie Stone just passed her house. I wish I didn't miss you. Was a big lifesaver during a breakup. Oh fuck, is that how far away I am? Beaver stuffed. I've got loads to catch up on. Willie's here. Willie. Oh, I don't think Willie was I don't think he was there for the music session, was you? I dropped a tune for you on there, and I dropped one for Dave on there as well at the end. I'm still trying to find that one bloody tune. I can't find it. I've had another vigorous good look for it. Good look for it in what I have got here. And again, I can't find it. So when I go back to Kelly's next weekend, I gotta go through all them vinyls again until I find that fucker. Hoax is there? Well, at least it was. He's probably gone by now because I'm way behind. So Willie, John, Blackjack, Cass. I just visited a record shop nearby. It's run by one of your people who come here for a girl. No old school techno house. I'll have to do I'll have to do a hard house mix again, man. I ain't done that for a while. Lee, Blackjack, though. Yeah, I'm so behind. Hold on a minute, guys, while I try and. I see Neil, I see Nick, I see Blackjack, I see everybody else, but Dave must be either lurking or asleep or doing something. Yes, Neil, and there's kangaroos everywhere, even the outer suburbs of a major city, you'll find them. I've noticed that, Nick. I've noticed people have started posting from Australia on YouTube and that. Starting to see a lot of kangaroos on the streets now. Picking fight with people sometimes even as well. Random stuff, man, random stuff. Have you ever seen a koala in the wild, Nick? Oh, I'd love to see that. Of course, I wouldn't touch one. I'd love to see a koala or two in the wild in Australia. That'd be nice. Oh God, they don't have to make a racket, don't they? Bloody hell. Scary fuckers, man. Hello? Hello? You alright? And then they go quiet after a bit once you do that. I know, mate. I used to see kangaroos and koalas wherever we went in Adelaide. Loved it. Kangaroos are strong. They will kick your ass. I'm not so sure about that, Blackjack. I am wise to their back legs propping up on their tail move. If you're gonna strike, you gotta strike first. You gotta dazzle them with a punch to the face. $4.20. Muckland. It's probably like four fucking. It's probably like five now. So I don't know. Willie. Oh, we've got some new messages now. I'm on top of things now, apparently. Koalas. Oh, bloody hell. Koalas, yes. Anywhere there's gum trees, there may be a koala. We have signs up for drivers to be aware koalas crossroads. Oh, imagine that though. You're driving along, yeah, and there's a koala up in a gum tree and it loses its footing and it's just like lands right in front of your car. Oh my God. And you're just there. Fucking hell. Oh, I remember that reminds me of the cane toads, man. That reminds me of the cane toad video that I watched when I was younger. At the time, I don't know about it now if they've like sorted it out, but there was a major fucking problem with cane toads, and they were causing problems because they thought they could use them to combat a problem in the cane fields for a beetle that liked sugar cane, if I remember rightly. So they introduced the cane toads. The cane toads thrived, and then they themselves became a problem to the point where all the roads and that people were just driving along and popping fucking cane toads on the road, left, right, and centre. Pop, 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 pop. They're just spinning in the air and popping everywhere and that. Oh my God. What a fucking toad, man. It's the fucking bullfrog equivalent of a toad. They're just massive. Massive. And they got these big, massive. I tell you what, they look just like our native common toad, but on a bigger scale. Because our common toad has got them warts either side of the head as well. And I have squeezed them, and this sticky residue comes out. But It's probably toxic, but I don't think it would kill animals. I think it's just a very nasty tasting, probably make you ill, but not very that toxic to kill you, like sort of thing. Whereas on the other hand, cane toads have been known to kill small children that have found them in the gardens. There's small pets like dogs and cats that have come across them and started playing about with them. You know, imagine the tadpoles on them. Like, bloody hell. Imagine seeing a pool when that cane toads have been spawning. Their spawn must look like fucking eyeballs, man. Bloody hell. Drivers to be aware, Koala's crosswords, yeah. Is a Pac-Man a speaker or clock? This Pac-Man. It was an alarm. It was no, it's a light. It's a light, it lights up. It used to make a noise when I first got it. It don't do the noise anymore, and it's got a remote with it as well. When you switch it on, it used to light up, and it used to do the you know, when you start a game of Pac-Man, used to do that. And then when you wanted to switch it off with the remote, you press it to switch it off, and it would go. And a few other noises as well. Like you would change the brightness on it, and it would do the noise that Pac-Man does when he's swallowing one of them little balls that you eat. What? I don't do the noises anymore. It just comes on, and you can change the brightness and all that. But it's the thingy stopped working. The speaker stopped working out for some reason. To be fair, I have dropped it a few times. Something wrapping around in there, so I'm not surprised really. I've even sellotaped it together because the last time I dropped it, it came apart at the seams in two halves. So, you know, there you go. I'm not surprised that it's not working anymore. I do want to get another one. I got that from, what's it called now? It closed down. I can't remember what it was called now. It was this shop and it had loads and loads of cool fucking things in it. Retro things and all sorts of fucking cool things like mini drones, stuff like that, ornaments, funny little gadgets, toys, remote control cars, helicopters, drones of different types, model airplanes, tanks, all that sort of thing. I forgot what it was called now. Can't remember what it's called. It's cool little place. It's a little bit like Forbidden Planet. A little bit like that. You could get like Rubik's cubes from there and all sorts of stuff like that. Great little shop it was. The moon that Dave's got, that moon light thing, that was in there as well. There was like these globes that like they got water or fluid in them and they turn wherever, from what I can remember. It's a cool little place. Now, this is another one of those American things that annoys me. Right, I'm sorry, it just annoys me. Like, you know, like we say aluminium because it's spelt aluminium, but Americans say aluminum, and they miss out the I. I've even seen the I missing out of written, American written writing, and they've missed the eye out deliberately. As well as so does this turtle issue annoy me. It used to really annoy me until being with Kelly, I'd been about to a few zoos and that, and I started to notice something that made me go, ah, fuck. But as far as I'm aware, you've got three, right? You've got three. You've got turtles, terrapins, and tortoises. Turtles, terrapins, tortoises. And as far as I was aware growing up, a turtle, a fucking turtle, is the one that lives in the fucking sea and it's got flippers. That's a turtle. A terrapin has got the claws just like a tortoise, where it's amphibious and it will go in the water and on land, hence the webby feet. But it's got the claws, so it can walk like a tortoise. And then, of course, you've got the tortoise, which is all the time on the land, getting dry and dying of old age, like 108 years old or something like that. They're the big buggers, walk on the land. But like I say, going through the zoos that I've been to, I've actually noticed that some of these terrapins, like for example, straight off the top of my head, the snapping turtle, that's a terrapin, but they're calling it a turtle, the snapping turtle. So I can understand where over time the confusion, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's called a snapping turtle. So it really stumped me, that did. And I'm like, you know what I mean? But it does annoy me when I see a video or whatever, and an American, like there's a terrapin trying to get into the water, and they go, "Oh, look at that turtle go!" And I'm like, "It's not a fucking turtle; it's a bloody terrapin." And then I start thinking to myself, "Why am I trying to be so accurate and exact with it?" You know what I mean? So why do I do these things? You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, it's just one of those little fucking things that pisses me off. Not pisses me off, just annoys me. Just annoys me every now and again. But it is what it is, I guess. I'm not gonna make it too much of a big issue. You can tell I'm getting fucking tired now, can't you? I'm starting to waffle. I said I would keep myself composed and keep it together and not waffle off too fucking much, but guess harder than I thought. I only bought this as well because Galaxy used to do Galaxy Walnut, just like Cadbury's used to do Cadbury's Walnut. And you can't get Galaxy Walnut anymore. There is a Galaxy out there that's got like smashed up hazelnut in it. It's not good enough. I want the Walnut. It's just not the same. So I bought that from Lidl. And it's not bad. It's not bad. So Blackjack in Canada, we have turtle crossing signals. Was it a turtle though? See, if I'd discovered a metal that glows, I'd know when it went to a certain temperature or when it reacted with something. It'd probably be like a temperature, something like that, yeah. And it glowed. Aluminum would be a perfect name for such a metal. I got some aluminum here. pure aluminum. And when it gets to 35 degrees and all that, it glows. And you can just stick it up there. How much aluminum would we need to light up a room? Say like about 30 foot wide. Oh, you'd need about this much aluminum. And it just glow and light up the room. How long can we expect it to glow for? Depends on how long it's been compact in the rock or whatever. You know what I mean? Aluminium. It's aluminium. I don't know why I do these things. Anyway, there you go. There's these metal stillages at work, and they have aluminium parts go into them. And it says on the side of the stillage, aluminium parts. And quite often, while I'm waiting in the tunnel to be unloaded, I'll stare at where it says aluminium. I'm about, how can they miss that eye? It's just right there. It's right there. Aluminium. Anyway, toads are horrible. Toads are horrible. Check this out. Yeah, watch this. Check this out. Oh, let's go. Let's go, guys. I'm gonna try and let me just get to the bottom of the messages. Hippies harvest the poison and get high, like LSD. Yeah. I've heard about that. We have Burrows crossing signs, Canada signs world. We have left-hand crossing signs in England. Otto's here, yo, Otto. We have snapping turtles and tortoises, Pete. Neil Benjamin, skies. Yeah, still here. Good day, mate. I'm up early tomorrow, so gonna shoot. Have a good night. See you later, Neil. I was just thinking that, reading your name a few times. I was thinking, oh, Neil's up late, isn't he? Thanks for popping over, Neil. Agree, American slang. Peter giving us an English lesson. Luminous. Aluminium. Luminous aluminium. Oh, God. How you doing, Otto? Brian's here. Blimey, Brian's here. How you doing, Brian? Right, so let me try and see if I can do this. What am I gonna do? I'm trying to settings camera. I think I've figured it out. Hold on. Bob. Boom. Did I do it? Check it out, guys. That one in the corner. That one that just jumped. That's a frog. But the others, they're toads. Hold on a minute. Grab one of these little suckers. You can squeak for us. Right, hold on a minute. You see, Nick, they look very similar to. Oh, blimey. I don't want to hurt you, dude. All right, you fella. See that? Oh god, he's really active. See how he's got like the warts on it? They're very similar to a cane toad, aren't they? Very similar. Very similar. I love the orange eyes. Just amazing. Anyway, there you go. The common toad and the common frog. See if I can flip this back. Layout. Not layout, Pete. Not layout. Settings, camera. And we are back, I think. We are back. So there you go. There's my pet toads and my pet frog, who is looking a bit full because she's got spawn in her. There you go. How about that? Totally forgot about them. Talking about toads, and I forgot about my own toads. Oh, we go back on the old tripod there. I'm gonna lock off myself in a bit anyway. I'll be working everything tomorrow. Yeah. It's like I'm not sure, but I think you've got them in Australia. I know they're in America. I think they are more in like South America and places like Cuba and Brazil. I'm pretty certain Brazil's definitely got them in Mexico. But you know them giant centipedes, the poisonous ones. Oh my god. We've got a smaller, very, very smaller version of that centipede here in the UK. And even them, at how big they are, they're only about as big as my little finger, max size. Even them, there's exactly the same. They look exactly the same as them poisonous centipedes in every fucking way, just a miniature version. And even then, when I've caught adult ones of them about the same size as my finger, even they pack a punch when they bite you. Fuck me. It really fucking hurts. So can you imagine a giant one with poisonous fangs biting you? My God. How that Coyote Peterson does it, I don't fucking know, man. My God. Oh! I ain't getting bitten by one of them for shit, man. If I can help it. No way. It was scary enough when that fucking hornet landed on Kelly's kitchen window a couple of years ago. And I managed to get it in that beer glass. I've only ever seen a hornet once before that. And it just flew into my ex-girlfriend's window. Well, flew through a balcony doorway, actually. Hovered around the light and then landed on the light, started crawling up the wire. At first, I was like, fucking hell, it's a bee. I went, no, that's not a bee. Its body's too long and thin to be a bee. Can't be a wasp because it's too big. Then I realised what the fuck it was, and I was like, oh my God, that's a hornet. And I said, nobody move, because if that stings you'll know about it. And it just come off the light, hovered around it a bit like that, and then just went straight out the window and it was gone. But this one, I managed to do a video of it on YouTube. A video of the hornet somewhere. And I managed to get it in this beer glass. First time I ever got to see a hornet up close and personal, man. And, there's reports of Asian hornets being reported seen here and there in the UK every now and again. And I certainly do not want to have an encounter with one of those. Apparently, I don't know how true it is, But the Asian hornets are so fucking clever, yeah, that apparently, I don't know how true this is, but apparently, if you was to like hit a Asian hornet, apparently, they will remember that and they will specifically come after you. I don't know how true that is, but if that is true, fucking hell. It's like I didn't know how clever big cats are, especially tigers. I read or watched something last year about a story about a tiger. Let me try and see if I can remember how it went. Something like, you probably know about it yourselves. So I think this tiger was in a zoo, I think, from what I recall. There's this tiger in a zoo. And I think some kid, I think it was a kid or a young man, I think it was a kid, was throwing stuff at this tiger in a zoo or something somewhere. And he was getting this tiger with whatever he was throwing at it or something, from what I remember. And something about the tiger broke fucking free from its enclosure and could have killed anyone around it, and specifically went for that guy. And I don't know if he killed the guy or injured him, went for that guy. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? That tiger was like, I got my fucking eye on you and you're going to fucking get it. How about that shit, man? And there's, I don't know if you, any of you guys watch that stream, The Confessionals, Mogul. One of his stories was a guy in a shack somewhere, and I think someone was being attacked in there. Some bird was being attacked in there, so this guy came out or something like that. Can't remember how the story went, but it turns out it was a Siberian tiger that was hunting, and it specifically was. I've got to watch that again now, man, because I was fascinated by that story, and it just made me fucking think. These big cats are really fucking smart, man. Really fucking smart. Like, I got Bengals, and I'm starting to realise just how fucking smart these little fuckers are, man. They really are smart cats. Okay, so I'm just going to catch up on messages now, and then I think I'm going to call it quits, man. Oh, Cass has gone as well. I didn't know. Thanks for coming by, Cass. It's been interesting. I hope to see you again. Pop over anytime you want. Can't wait to see the new place. No. Oh yeah, don't you worry. When I move into the house, I'll be going live. I'll go live and I'll walk you around the house. I'll take you down the garden. I now have got to book some time off work, a few days off work, so that I can make things work. But obviously, we can't do that until we know exactly when the fuck we can go in there. This is the bitching. about it, man. Big black and white hornets in America. Brian, there's a hornet in America that I really like the look of. I can't remember what they're called. I think it's called the executioner wasp, but it's this long, thin wasp. It's kind of got a body more like a slender ant than anything. It's got a long abdomen. I'm pretty sure I heard it can sting and sting and sting and sting again with its stinger. It's one of these wasps where, like a lot of like the yellow jackets and wasps that we have over here, they sting you, and like bees, the venom sac breaks away from the abdomen and they die basically. But this is one of these wasps that can apparently sting you and sting you and sting you with its stinger. I think it's called the executioner wasp. It's a long thin wasp like this paper wasp. They make a nest that's more like that, and then it has like a funnel at the end, right? They usually nest high up in trees, or they've been known to hang off like porches and stuff like that. Long, slender wings, and metallic green in color, like a really nice botfly type metallic green all over the wasp. Beautiful wasp. I might have got the species wrong, but they are metallic green all over, and they look amazing. You know, they're fucking wicked wasps. I like the look of them. Does anybody know what one I'm on about? Went to not long ago, and we had a couple of massive hornets in the house. Scary as fuck. I bet, man. I bet. Bengal tiger. I bet he shit himself. Oh yeah, sure. And also as well, did you hear about that another incident a few years back now, where will you guys be quiet, man, please? Yeah? Why? Why? Just do it. Okay? Alright. Like this Asian guy thought he could get into a zoo, or whatever it was. I'm assuming it's a zoo, or some sort of enclosure for animals. Thought he could get in there for free. And they climbed over this fence. Little did they fucking know they were climbing into the fucking tiger enclosure, man. And it was in the news. I'm pretty sure it was in the news. And some of the zoo rangers or whatever had to shoot the fucking the tigers. And like you had like them cable car things coming across over the top of the thing. And I think some people managed to get some footage looking down on the guy getting mauled. And like where we climbed over, it was like a straight, sheer, like grassy sort of like sheer, like hill or whatever down into the enclosure. And he jumped over, and all the tigers ran over to him, got the fuck out of him, chewed the. So what a load of group of guys over the walls on the other side shooting the fuck out of the tiger. They had to kill the tigers. Poor fuckers, just because this twat had got over the fence. Oh my god. And then there was like some footage on YouTube. It weren't. I don't think. I don't. I'm not sure if you can see it now, but there was some. I know maybe he's still there. There's some footage of the guy in the hospital after he'd had his attack with the tigers, and he's got these really big, massive gouges in his skull, in his head, all over his arms and everything, man. He looked like he got cut up by a fucking giant lawnmower or something, man. It was grim. I don't like the sound of that. And it was my school mascot in the mountains. Oh, cool. Oh, Cash, you're still here. Luckily, all our UK creatures are gay. Luckily, all our UK creatures are gay. Right. I will say something, if you stay there. There is this beetle, you know, little ground beetles, the little black ones, right? Even then, when you catch them and you put them in the hand, they'll bite you with their claws, and that fucking hurts. I know only too well because I used to pick a load of them up and put them in my hand before I could put them into a pot, and they'd just bite. They'd just bite you and hurt. Well, there's this bigger version of the ground beetle, and it's like got a purpley blue colour to it. But it looks exactly, I think it is a giant version of the ground beetle, right? Well, I found one of these beetles the one day on the old Sedgemere fucking park before it became what it is now. And it was all ruined buildings and that. And I was in there and I was lifting up some bricks and some wood over there. And I found one of these beetles, massive beetle, like about that big, massive ground beetle. And it had it was mostly black, like the smaller version of the ground beetle. But I remember it having like a purpley blue around its shell here and there, mainly around the edges. And I remember picking this beetle up. I was like, fucking, that's a big beetle. And I was looking at the abdomen and at the side, fascinated at the blue. And it squirted this fucking, sprayed this stuff at me. And I'm lucky it never got me in the eye. It sprayed just above my eye here, and all my forehead and my eyebrow here, and a little bit of my eyelid started burning, started really fucking burning. And I was confused because I was like, I didn't think these beetles could do that. I know of the tiger beetle, or is it the bombarder beetle? I know the tiger beetle is capable of doing, I think it's a bombarder beetle actually. I know one of the beetles is capable of it. I didn't think it was this. Will you put a lid on it? Oi, stop, man. Come on. Yes. Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah. Go to sleep. I'm going to have to go, man, because otherwise they're just going to carry on and they'll get louder and louder and louder. I'm tired anyway. Not all of them, though. Not all of them, though, Otto. Not all of them. Most, but not all of them. We've still got some, we've got fucking scorpions over here. I didn't know for years that there was a species of scorpion in the UK. Somewhere down in the south, I think. And people used to go out at night time, go looking for them with ultraviolet lights, and they just glow up in the dark. Dave's coming. I wonder how long Dave's been here. Oh, he's been lurking. Have you enjoyed it, Dave? Oh, cheers. Thank you. I still have, you know what? When I come off in a bit, I'll stick it in and I'll have a listen. But I still have not got no idea who the bloody hell these are. I've got nothing. Don't even recognise the names. Check it out in a bit. Am I going to recognise any of the tunes on here? Just check that out in a bit. That's going up on my. It's eventually going to go up on the wall in my room that I get built. For now, it's just going to be put away safely. As soon as I get my room built, it's going to go up. So I've put it on the ceiling or up on the wall somewhere. But I'll never use it as a coaster. I'll never use it as a coaster. Don't want to ruin it. Even though that's what it's been made for, I'll never use it as a coaster. And look how glossy that is, man. I can't use that as a coaster. Also, while you're here as well, Dave, I take it you're still here. What's with the 4 in the waffle? Like, did you notice? And if you did notice, was you hoping that nobody else would notice and you'd just gone with it, or did you really not notice? I mean, it's one of them, once you see it, you can't unsee it. And then in time, it sort of becomes annoying. It's a cool logo and everything. I love it. I think it's wicked. I just can't stop seeing that 4. WAF 4E house. Cool coaster though. I'm hoping with 3 ducks I can get my hands on some. I could just buy some, couldn't I? Could just buy some. How much is liquid ass, Dave? Could just buy some. I've got to lock this off, man. I'm getting tired. Oh no, I didn't read that properly. He's got the lurgy. Oh shit, sorry to hear that, Dave. Oh, that would explain why he didn't do a board fucking stream this weekend. I always look forward to a board. I saw Otto. I've never seen one. Always wanted to see one. A stag beetle. Because I've always been fascinated with insects and animals ever since I was a little babby. And as soon as I learned about the stag beetle being in the UK, I was like, right, I must find this stag beetle. I need to go in search. Of course, all the big good stuff is all the way down fucking south, and it away from me. Well away from me. I saw a big stag beetle here in Kent. Yeah, I heard about them being in Kent a couple of years ago. I didn't know we had them. Yeah, we got them. They're the UK's version of a rhino beetle. Do you know what though? Being as you guys are saying that, it's gone now, but Friday and Saturday, I was getting some fucking really weird pains all here in my temple and all down the one side of my head. and it just felt like someone was fucking stabbing me with a fucking dart. I was getting these really violent, intense stabbing pains here in my head. It was really hurting me to a degree at one point where I was thinking, shit, should I see a doctor or should I be really concerned because I've never had this before? But like I say, luckily it's stopped and it's gone now, and I hope it never fucking comes back. Wasn't nice though. It really wasn't nice. Never experienced anything like it before. Just these just stabbing pains in my head, like someone stabbing a needle or a dart in me. Voodoo doll. Lots of people coming down with the lurgy. Thankfully, not me. Yeah, I'm feeling okay as well. So yeah, I've seen my first bumblebee of the year 2 weeks ago, and I said to Kelly, seeing a bumblebee at the end of February is a good sign. And then on top of that, look at the weather we've had. So putting that together, I'm looking outside at how it's looking. The temperatures weren't too bad today. I've got a feeling that we're probably going to be in for a good spring and a good summer this year. I really do think that, but we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? I really do think that we are. Oh, Trump was in, weren't he, in 2018? And that was one of the, if not the, well, no, yeah, it was one of the best years I remember. There was that summer when I was about 9, 10 years old, back in the late 80s, early 90s. There was a summer there somewhere at the end of the 80s, early 90s, where we had a really good fucking summer. It was absolutely it was like being abroad. I can distinctively remember being in the paddling pool in the back garden, getting out the paddling pool, and the sun was so fucking hot. Me and my brother got sunburned. You'd think we'd gone away to Ibiza or something, you know. Our backs were peeling. I remember my sister peeling the skin off my back and going, "Oh, I got a big piece." I remember all that. That was a really good year, that was. The sun was so intense. So intense. And then, yeah, 2018, as I say, that was a bloody good year because our summer pretty much in 2018 sort of started around about May. And then it was just hot from there on in. And then we had an extended summer because September was pretty damn fucking warm as well, even though it still usually is warm halfway down September. The whole of September, if I remember rightly, in 2018 was fucking quite a nice one. And so I'm looking out now and I'm thinking, looks like we're going to have another nice one, you know, this year. It's about fucking time as well, because we didn't have no summer last year. We didn't have no summer really the year before that. And I was thinking, like, you know, Trump's in again now, so I wonder if that's anything to do with it, like, you know. I heard I heard it somewhere that I think Freezy said it. Did she? Something about Trump ordering of the chemtrailing to be stopped or something like that. And it seems to be the case because I ain't seen no fucking chemtrails in the sky for the last couple of days over here. It's just been blue skies. It's wicked. I said to Kelly, "Oh, you should have had the roof down today in the car. It ain't been too bad." Well, of course, we got too much stuff in the boot, so I couldn't do that anyway. Let's move on because I'm going to have a shitload of more messages to read. It's rampant at the moment. Also, I've been crook since Friday. Oh, very chesty and headache. I had full fever on Friday. Usually only got sick for 24 hours. Not this time. Pete knows his stuff. I don't know what that's to now. That me. Pete knows his stuff. I know some things, I don't know everything, of course, I'm quite knowledgeable on animals. And like admittedly when I've been over at Will's, and I don't know if she's here now. But admittedly, when like I've been talking about animals, like birds in particular, with Bad Nurse, and like Bad Nurse has like corrected me or told me about something, I'm like, well, I already know that. But then I feel like I need to go, oh, I already know that or whatever, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to come across as like in a certain way, you know what I mean? So usually I just go, oh yeah. But she's quite knowledgeable in animals as well. Is a Bad Nurse, it would seem. Birds in particular. I like how she shares the knowledge of the birds over there. But at the same time, she seems to know a lot about the birds over here as well. I had a head pain when I sneezed for a while. Gone now, fuck. Darn it, mate. Yeah. So happy we are near springtime. I never want to do another UK winter. Oh, yeah. Because it was, though, wasn't it? Last year in particular, well, the last couple of years, really. It was like we was doing an extension to autumn/winter, weren't it? It's constant grey skies most of the time. We hardly ever got a fucking sunny day. It was shit. Absolutely fucking shit. And I was getting sick of seeing all these chemtrails doing fucking crosswords every fucking way. I was like, fuck off, man. Just fuck off. Now, I've actually had a chance to see some blue skies for a change. Let's hope it stays like this, man. In the lockdown, the weather was great. No planes. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I was monitoring everything. I was monitoring things like right down to how off, because like I was off work, weren't I? I was furloughed, so I had nothing to do. So bored did I get that I started buying fucking Connects online. I was going online and I was buying all the different coloured fucking suitcases you could get that people were selling on eBay or whatever, with a bundle of their kids' ex fucking Connects in them, and I was just buying them left, right, and centre, collecting all the different coloured suitcases I can: the red one, the blue one, the green one, the yellow one, the black one, the white one. I was buying them all, and I was just there building stuff. Like I wasn't following the instructions of what you. Hey, this kit comes with this. You can build that. I was like, nah, fuck what you can build with it on there. I don't want to do that. I want to use my imagination. I'm going to build what I want to build with my mind. So I was getting all the some of them were coming with like the little motors that come with them. Like if you want to make a Ferris wheel or a merry-go-round or something. And I just built this big, massive thing in my living room, this big fucking merry-go-round. And I had to go through a few different designs because I was noticing where there was weaknesses in it and it was sort of teetering over and things were breaking on it. So I had to strengthen them with my knowledge from like technology classes and that, and putting the triangles in and making areas stronger and all that. And and I ended up making this. I made a few things really. My main thing I was happy about was this merry-go-round. I made a fucking huge one, and the things were just barely fucking missing my walls. It was so big. I enjoyed doing it, right? And I remember I got that bored. I was even doing things like I'd get a notepad, and we get sirens around here anyway, like fire and fucking police and fucking mostly police and ambulance on a daily basis, but it increased. It increased so much during the pandemic that it became so noticeable. I decided, you know what, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to make a note of how often every day I hear a siren. And if I can look out and see what vehicle it is that's making the siren, like a police car, fire engine, ambulance, I'll make a note of it. And if I can't, I'll just be like, oh, siren heard at blah, 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 blah time. And I was doing that. I was looking up at the sky, and I was making a note of how often planes were going by, whether they were chemtrailing, whether it just seemed to be like vapor trails and it was dissipating, or whether it stayed and it was chemtrails, which direction the planes were going in, stuff like that, man. I monitored everything. I noticed that the A400M Atlas troop carrier / bomber was using Birmingham runway to do practice runs. I've got videos of that as well. Go back to 2020, 2021, 2022, because that's how long it went on for. I've got videos of the A400M Atlas coming into land. It goes to land, it doesn't quite land, and then it takes off again. It does a loop, it comes round again, it will go to land, takes off again, does another loop. Sometimes it would bear left, sometimes it would bank right, and it'd do that about 5-6 times, and then on its last time it'd take off, and you wouldn't see it again till maybe next day, next couple of days. It'd do the same again. I've seen it do a couple of night missions as well. It didn't do so many runs on the night missions. It came around about three times, 2-3 times, and then it just seemed to disappear. I only ever seen it do 2 night runs. I'm not sure if I've got videos of the night ones. I don't think I have. Might have. A few years back though, of course. And I just thought to myself, why while we've got a pandemic on the go, is a military plane like that? Is there something that we need to know for the future? Like, are they prepping for war or something? Is there something we're not noticing here? Or this pandemic is going, is there like a bigger agenda and there's a war about to happen or something? And it's going to be so fucking severe that they're going to be using civilian fucking runways for the military. What the fuck is going on here? Because before this pandemic shit, I've never seen anything fucking like that. You know what I mean? You'd be lucky to see an Apache every now and again or something. It was like a treat round here. Like, you know, you could hear a fucking Chinook helicopter coming miles off, and I'd be watching TV and it'd be like, mute. Fucking Chinook, man. Where the fuck's that coming from? Open all the windows. Where the fuck's that? Here it comes. It's a fucking treat, man. And then every now and again in the summertime, you'd get like the odd Apache taking off from Birmingham, coming into land at Birmingham. I must admit, though, during the pandemic, I did. I did see Apaches during the pandemic. Just by, I've got a video of them as well. Just by chance, I could hear something, and I knew that it was something that I don't usually hear around here. So I got my camera out, and it was 2 Apaches coming into land. The one in front had its light on, and the one behind it did not have its light on. It was using the one in front to track in. And they came into land at Birmingham International Airport. And I didn't realise until I got a good focus on them, and I saw I think they was the Apache Bo D helicopters because they had the radar thing above the rotor blades. Very distinctive on the D's. That is, they came in. I watched them land. During that pandemic time as well, I had the opportunity of seeing 2 typhoons shot right over the top of my block. Of course, I didn't know. I didn't know at the time that anything like that was going to happen. Minding my own business, messing about with my connects. I'm like, what the bloody hell? That's got to have been some fighter jets. Thinking it was going to be something like the Red Arrows and that. I looked out the window, 2 bloody fucking typhoons. And it was later on in the news that they was called out, I think from Fairfield or wherever it is, to escort a VIP into Birmingham International Airport. And then later on, about 10, 15 minutes later after that, I heard them coming back over, shot back over. I missed them on the coming back. I just heard them. And I think I've got footage of them as well, but it's blurry. I couldn't get into focus properly with them, but you can tell it's 2 fighter jets. A very strange period of time, that was. The pandemic. I remember thinking to myself, things are really starting to switch up and change on this earth now. Like, exposing such fuckery like that in the world and knowing there's a good bunch of fucking people that are clever enough to know that it's fuckery on the world. They've really fucking revealed themselves now on how fucked up they actually are and what fuckery is actually going on. It's just a shame the rest of them can't fucking wake up and see what the fuck, you know. And I thought, this is it now. From here on in, since this pandemic, things are not going to be the fucking same again. Things are not going to be the same again. And I suppose it's got to get fucking bad before it starts getting fucking better again. People need to see. People need to see the fuckery. They need that smack up the fucking face, don't they? Like a lot of you getting annoyed now with this fucking Epstein list business and all that. I was wondering that before Dave turned round and said, I was wondering, is it going to be a case of it comes out, but it gets a lot of it gets redacted, a lot of it gets like blacked out. I'm like, you know, a lot of it's going to lead up to other fucking things that's like, oh, fuck, you know what I mean? So we're going to have to redact that. So, yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. And then, of course, Dave said that apparently a lot of it's got redacted. So, yeah, there you go. A bit of rocket there. I'm never going to get to fucking bed this way, am I? Let's do this. I heard that about China getting a load of fucking snow. Fucking hell. What is going on? Wow. And chemtrails. Yeah. It's a pretty deep rabbit hole. Swill, how long's Swill been here? Good to see you, Swill. Everything's fake, even the weather. Meh. 7. Good to see you, Sev. How you keeping? Mm. We can live in hope, but I'm not confident we'll see much more, if any. Mm. Copium. Yeah. Well, I'm on top of the messages now. I know I really do need to go to bed. It's been great, and quite a few of you have actually surprised me coming over here. In fact, I've been surprised quite a few times now over the last couple of weeks. So I've seen some of the names that have come over. I've got to appreciate Dave for sending a lot of you guys over this way, and 42 as well as a few of us. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Thinking about doing another stream in the week. Who knows? Still looking for that tune. Gonna have to throw it over to her next weekend now. It's got to be at Kelly's. It's got to be, because I've gone through this lot. I've got to go through that lot again. I don't know. Crossing my fingers that by the time this week is out, I'm walking about that fucking new house. Please, man. And with that, I'm going to go, man. I need to go to bed. Thank you all for coming over. And I'll speak to most of yous over in the Waffle House tomorrow. Dave, I hope you get better soon. It's not nice, is it? Even when it's just like something like a cold. And sneezing and coughing and snotting all over the place. Yeah. Cheers, Otto. Yeah, see you all later, man. Thank you all for popping over. I'm going to go now and check my emails to see if 42's emailed me. Good night, guys. Ta-da for a bit.